Welcome dear student. I am Mrs. Shubhangi Dawange from Pravara Science Academy. In this session, we are going to learn an important and interesting topic of chemistry, that is metals and non-metals. Elements are classified as metals, non-metals and metalloids. We learn about metals. Metals are opaque, lustrous elements that are good conductors of heat and electricity. Firstly, we learn about the physical properties of metals. First property is about physical state. All metals are solid in state except mercury and gallium, which is in liquid state at room temperature. Second property is luster. Metals are lustrous, which means they reflect light or they have shiny appearance. If you take any type of metal, you can see that it will shine. For example, gold, silver, these metals can shine. Third, hardness. Generally, metals are hard except sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium are soft metals. Ductility. Ductility means the property of metals in which they can be drawn into thin wire. You can see the copper wires as well as wires of different elements. Malleability. Malleability refers to the property of metals in which they are beaten into thin sheets. Conduction of electricity. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Silver, copper and aluminium are the best conductor of heat and electricity. Density. What is meant by density? Density is a measurement that compares the amount of matter an object has to its volume. That is, shortly you can say that density is mass per unit volume. Metals have high density. Melting and boiling point. Metals have high melting and boiling point except mercury, gallium, sodium and potassium. Last physical property of metals is sonority. What is meant by sonority? When the metals are struck, they produce ringing sound. This property of metal is known as sonority. Now, we will study about the chemical properties of metals. First, we learn about the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration is the basis of chemical behaviors of elements. Majority of metals have up to 3 electrons in their outermost shell. Electronic configuration means the distribution of electrons into different shells. Here, electronic configuration of some metals is given. Sodium, whose atomic number is 11, and electronic configuration is 281. It means that in first cell there are 2 electrons, in second cell 8 electrons, and in third cell 1 electron. Second, magnesium, Mg, atomic number 12. Electronic configuration of magnesium is 282. Third, aluminium, atomic number 13. Electronic configuration is 283. So it means that in first cell 2 electrons, second cell 8 electrons, and in third cell or outermost shell there are 3 electrons. Second chemical property of metals, formation of ions. Metals have a tendency to lose their valence electrons to form positively charged ions called as cations. If you see that electronic configuration of sodium is 281, it means that in outermost shell it has one electron. So it gives that one electron and it forms positive charged ion. Then sodium also 282, that is 2 electrons in outermost shell. So it also gives 2 electrons and form positively charged ion. All these elements or all these metals have less than 5 electrons in their outermost shell. So to complete the octet, that means when there are 8 electrons in outermost shell, that is said to be they complete the octet. So they give the electron. Next property, reaction of oxygen. Metals combine with oxygen to form their oxides. These are called as metal oxides. Sulfur react with oxygen and sulfur dioxide is formed. The metal oxides react with an acid to form salt and water. Metal oxide plus acid gives salt plus water. Fourth chemical property of metal, reaction with acid. Most of the metals react with dilute acids to form metal salts. White hydrogen gas is released. Metal plus dilute acid gives metal salt plus hydrogen gas. And the last chemical property of metals is reaction with water. Metals react to form metal hydroxides and hydrogen. Sodium plus H2O gives NaOH plus H2. As this is a balanced reaction, it is written as 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2. Then potassium, if react with water, it gives potassium hydroxide plus H2. If calcium reacts with water, it gives calcium hydroxide. So these all are the reactions of metals with water. So in today's session, we learn about the physical and chemical properties of metals. I hope you all understood physical and chemical properties of metals. Thank you, students.